Hi friends, my name is Katie B.
And my name is Katie D.
And we are with the Sacramento Public Library, where books are just the beginning. Today, we are here to share a few titles from the National Network of Libraries of Medicine's Book Club, which provides book club materials for health-related titles. We have book suggestions for the different topics and feature discussion questions for each title. This video's topic will highlight heart health. So Katie, what 2 books did you read?
Okay, I'm so excited to share these with you. My fiction pick was The Curious Heart of Ailsa by Stephanie Butland. In this novel, readers meet Ailsa, a 28-year-old in desperate need of a new heart. After a successful transplant, she is met with the question that most adults struggle with: what now? The story is told through a combination of flashbacks during the year before the surgery, the 12 months following the transplant, and her blog, where she interacts with the virtual world and asks for the anonymous guidance that only the internet can provide. Readers follow along as she adjusts to her new normal, potentially falling in love, searching for a job, and the unexpected strain that this procedure wedged between her and her mother. The author's beautiful storytelling allows readers to get swept up in this slice of not so typical life and encourages them to never take life for granted. My takeaways from this novel were to live for today, to find something therapeutic, such as writing or blogging, to help you cope, and to trust your instincts. The nonfiction title was called A Beautiful Affliction by Lene Fogelberg. This memoir alternates between timelines: her past of growing up in Sweden and struggling with the monster that hovers just below the surface, and her present, as she moves her young family to the United States for her husband's job, while still fighting against that ever-present monster. A doctor's physical reveals the harsh truth: a congenital heart defect that requires immediate attention. Readers will follow Lene's journey as she answers the question that has haunted her for her entire life: will I die young? But is then met with hundreds more. This book was so hard to put down. I felt like I was reading a thriller where the big reveal was just around the corner. Her writing is visceral, gritty, and haunting, and she laid the groundwork for a compelling and shiver-inducing story about life, death, family, and love. If you are in need of something gripping, chilly, and powerful, I would definitely suggest that you pick this one up.
Nice. Yeah. Those both sound amazing.
So what 2 books did you read?
Yes, so my nonfiction pick was called Heart, a History by Sandeep Jauhar, and the author is a cardiologist and shares his personal story of how his family was affected by heart disease since his grandfather died suddenly of a heart attack. And the story alternates between his own experience and key historical events that shaped heart medical practices, as well as how we view the heart. He shares anecdotes from his experience as a medical student, learning how to care for patients with various heart conditions, and shares facts about the heart itself, as well as experiments, tools, and machinery developed over time to improve heart function. And he provides helpful graphics and photos in the print copy to accompany this information. And I really enjoyed learning about the origins of the heart shape you see everywhere. Like, did you know that it's called a cartoid, and it's commonly found in nature in things like plants, flowers, and leaves? So that's kind of the origins of it. So you get those little tidbits all throughout the story. And while I had some knowledge about the lore around the heart as a vessel for emotions, when you think of terms like heartbroken, big-hearted, wears his heart on his sleeve, all these things that we hear, Jauhar goes into detail about how that came to be, how it changed over time, and all of the ways in which we equate the heart with feelings and emotional status, which is really interesting to learn about. Mm-hmm. So this title was very reader-friendly. You don't need a medical background to understand what he's talking about, which I certainly appreciated. And I recommend it for anybody with an interest in heart medicine or just history in general. And then my fiction title was called This Heart of Mine by C.C. Hunter, and it's a young adult title about 17-year-old Leah McKenzie, who has an artificial heart in a backpack keeping her alive. She has a rare blood type that matches with a local teen who died of suicide and gets a heart transplant. She's discovered that the heart belonged to Eric, the twin brother of Matt, a boy from school that she's interested in. And they've both been confronted with death, Leah with her own, and Matt with the loss of his father and now his twin brother. And Leah and Matt found out that they're experiencing vivid dreams where they see what happened the night Eric died. So Matt didn't believe that Eric killed himself. He didn't want to believe that his brother committed suicide, and he just had an internal feeling that he didn't. So they end up working together to try to figure out who killed his brother through clues from the dreams.
Oh.
But that's an interesting part of it. And also, the other part that's very interesting about this book is that Leah ends up feeling like a new person after her transplant surgery. She refers to old Leah and new Leah. She's bolder, into new foods, and does things that she didn't do before the transplant surgery. And she ponders if she took on part of Eric's personality when she got his heart.
Oh.
One little example of this is how she suddenly wanted Indian food. She'd never craved it before, but she walked past an Indian restaurant and got totally drawn in by the scents and ended up ordering Eric's favorite dish when she tried it for the first time. So it turns out that this phenomenon that she's experiencing is called cellular memory. And although there isn't any scientific research to support the theory of imprinted memories passing through a donated organ, there have been cases similar to Leah's over time, which is just very interesting to think about. So one of the tie-ins that I actually noticed with Heart, a History, is the concept of the heart as a keeper of emotion and personality. So is grappling with thinking that she's a new person because she's taken on somebody else's heart, which has been thought to keep all of these emotions. And it's just an organ, but we've always held more significance in it than, say, your liver or kidney.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. So this one was really enjoyable, part mystery, part romance. This book is informative, interesting, and will resonate with teen and adult readers.
I was so jealous when you picked that one to read for our little book club. I was like, I want to read that one too.
You still can.
Right? I was like, and so can you, because all of these titles that we've shared today are available in both print and digital format from our library collection. Even though our libraries are closed, our virtual doors are always open. For more information about our health literacy initiatives, curbside pickup locations, and upcoming virtual programs, just go to www.saclibrary.org. Make sure to like our Facebook page and to share with your friends. For Sacramento Public Library, happy reading!